Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Fog. If you haven't already, go watch my Survivor video, and it'll give you a bit of backstory. It'll be posted on the same day, so yeah. So previously, if you watched that video, I was going up against a pretty hilarious Ghostface, and the reason I was playing Survivor was I feel like Survivor's more forgiving, at least for me. And I was trying to get enough blood points to level up my Ghostface to level 10, which happened just before I shot this footage. Or at least just before I shot this footage. So, uh, yeah. So I'm playing Ghostface here, and I want to leave this next part, this whole clip, is unedited. I just want to show off the Dead by Daylight killer experience. Especially when it comes to learning how to use killers you're not very familiar with. So Ghostface I got back when I actually got the game, and I haven't used them for a while. And I recently decided, after seeing some gameplay of them or something, that it was worth going back and revisiting. And so that's why I'm here. And in this footage, there's this Claudette here, who seemed to be the designated distraction on her team. She was running, at least in the early game, was running up to me and taking away my stealth mode, revealing me whenever possible. And for this, I had a vendetta against her that led into the late game. I get her down here, and this is when I'm starting to worry about this game, because I watched a video on playing killers recently, and they said it was a bit of a guide to have at least one person dead by the time there's 2 generators left. And this is my first hook at 2 generators left. So I was a bit worried about this match, but it turns around. You'll see. It turns around. That's a bit of a spoiler, but it's not meant to be a story arc. So I get back into stealth mode and begin stalking. By the way, anybody that doesn't understand the power of the Ghostface, his ability is he's able to go into a stealth mode where he has the undetectable status effect and can't be detected. And with that, he can sneak around and stalk people. And if you stalk them enough, they're marked. And if they're marked, they're exposed, and you can put them into dying state with one hit. So that's what I was about to do with that Claudette before this Claudette revealed herself. So I throw this Claudette back on the hook. Second time up. It's good to keep track of the amount of times you've hooked certain survivors and how many times you've been hooked as a survivor. That's why there's that handy-dandy counter in the bottom left above my ability, where you see the ghost face with the knife raised, and next to the generators. So with this, I could have went in for a stab, but I stayed stalking around corners and looking into a wall when people were trying to reveal me, and stalked this Claudette until I got the mark. And I'm proud of this next moment. I was revealed, and then I got the Claudette before she could jump through the window. So, why am I proud of this moment? Well, because keep in mind, this is the first time I've gotten in memory that I've gotten a down with a mark. I know I've marked people. You saw that earlier in this gameplay with this same Claudette, but I haven't downed somebody that was marked, if you know what I mean. So, it's special. And I was happy. I was pretty content after that. So I see that Nia on the generator, and I get the stab, because I have a feeling that she's gonna hop off of it, and she's just trying to get more progress on it. So I just get the stab on her and pick her up. This Nia is not very good in a chase, and apparently her team doesn't really care, because this is the first time I throw her on the hook, and you'll notice that it's her last. And I come around here and see this Bill on the generator. And because he has enough game sense to run when he sees the killer pop around on the generator, I decide to start stalking him. And apparently this Bill doesn't realize that he could just turn around and bring me out of the stalk. I ended up being brought out of the stalk by the Nia who's on the hook. Yeah, you see, I'm out of stalk. I'm out of stealth now. And I keep chasing this guy. And then I'm like, okay, this pallet's safe to break because nobody's here with a flashlight. And then he doesn't realize that I'm all ears, so I still see his aura because he recently performed a rush action. So he thinks he's hidden, he's hiding from me. But I'm all ears, so I can see him through the wall. So I then take the Bill over to this hook and throw him up. First time up. You can see, now Nia is close to death at this point, and I'm like, they're definitely going to go over there last second and get her. So I decide to take a look from afar, and nope, not there. And I'm confused at this, but I think, whatever. Go into stealth mode, and crouch. Sneak around up to this generator, no one back there, alright, I kick it. And then I get moving, and then somebody makes the mistake of being in my vicinity. I think I saw the movement of the other Claudette now they watched the footage back. Yeah, she's back there working on it. Which I didn't notice when I took the footage, but would have been useful to know when I was playing. But don't worry, it didn't change the outcome of the match. I kicked this pallet because once again it's safe, and this loop isn't gonna get me anywhere other than getting that last gen completed. So, yeah, that last gen gets completed, and that Claudette makes the mistake of jumping right at me, and she doesn't have enough time to get back completely over the window before I hit her again. Pick her up, take her over to the hook, and throw her up there. Second time up. And the Bill's taken down, so now I know where both of them are. And I said to myself at this moment, out loud, I'm not a gambling man, but if I was, I might put money on the fact that the Claudette is probably trying to open the door. And I was right. And they let me just sit here and stalk them for a little bit. And then I chased after the Claudette. Stab her. She's pretty good at, running around me to avoid my stabs, but other than that, she's not great in chase. Claudette is mainly good to be a bright pink distraction. So I get her down, pick her up, and keep in mind, she's dead on hook at this point. And she's right next to a hook. She's done. And I'm now even happier because I've gotten my revenge on this fool. And I think to go over there because that's where I saw the Bill run. I see the look thing, and I realize it's probably the one on the hook. And the other person dies before they can do anything. And then the Bill's just here. I think he's accepted his fate. So I just start messing around, and then I go up to him and stab him. Then I teabag him. It's all in good fun, but this was kind of my victory moment. But anyway, this Bill caught me in a good mood because I decided, probably and partially thanks to that other Ghostface, to let him go. I open the door for him, pick him up, walk him to the gate exit way, and drop him down. And then I teabag as he crawls away, being the only survivor. I decided to let this Bill go because he caught me in a good mood, and the Bill had done nothing wrong that entire match. Played well, so I decided, I'm just gonna let him go. And I was in a good mood because of earlier in the match, so I let him go. Bill, I think this is impossible, but if you're watching this, I really hope that made your day. So, yeah, this is my Ghostface gameplay. You'll probably be seeing more from this. Also, I'd just like to mention that I don't know that Bill, and also, also, I just did that out of good faith. And actually, funny story, I said this in my Survivor video, but after that match that I recorded in the Survivor video, I did not realize I was still recording. I forgot to stop the recording. So I have like an hour worth of footage. So I didn't even get that, like, out of me intentionally recording that match, or even going into getting the replay recording and putting that up here. I just got that. But keep in mind, I did intend to get that replay footage and get that because it was a great premise for a video. But anyway, this is just my reminder to the Dead by Daylight community. Uh, don't be toxic so often. And I'll be waiting by this fire, but not for you. I'll be watching you from away from the fire. That's my killer outro now. Anyway, uh, for my useless question that nobody asked for, but I'm asking anyway, what's your favorite killer to play as? I haven't fully decided yet. My ones are Ghostface, right now, are Ghostface, Executioner, aka Pyramid Head, and that's pretty much it. I don't know, really. But anyway, have a good day, guys. See you later. Bye.